Yeah, it's hard to get the right control deck every time that they're coming after you. They have a different aggro deck, and you don't know which way they're going to be juking or jiving.
We're going to find out which way he's juking and jiving in game number 3. It's getting underway right now. Kaldi both and RDU, both these guys hunting for an advantage in this match. And I can tell you, with Kaldi dropping the game last week, he desperately wants to win.
And yeah, we talk about this all the time. When you're tied at 1-1, this might be the most important match, the game of the match. And it's no surprise to see Kaldi playing Handlock here.
It's also no surprise to see RDU playing Hunter. You know, both these guys think that what they're going to choose is their bread and butter decks right now.
Yeah, and we talked about this. Kaldi, he loves to play Handlock, and whenever his back is against the wall, this is the deck he's going to be bringing.
And, you know, early on, that wasn't working for him. He wasn't winning a ton of games. But looking at his play over the last couple of weeks, it looks like a different Kaldi to me. It looks like he's more focused, more composed, taking his time, you know, not panicking in the right situations and turning up the heat when he needs to.
I 100% agree with you. Like, thinking about the season as a whole, all I can remember from the beginning of the season is Kaldi just not being in a lot of his matches. You know, it seemed lost or, you know, not knowing exactly what he should be doing and kind of second guessing himself. And then later in the season, we just see this Kaldi that's focused and just killing people very quickly.
Just like cold almost. You know,
and not just winning his matches, winning them convincingly.
Yes, that's the thing too. I mean, I look at last game and I see RDU being close to winning, but I saw Kaldi in control. Like that's the Kaldi I think that in week number 3 would have lost that match.
Yeah, I mean, he likes to skirt that edge so well. You know, he knows exactly their ranges in every situation, how close they can get to killing him, and understanding all your matches that well, it lets you squeeze in an extra damage here or there, play a card a little more correctly, and that could be a huge difference in matches with pros.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge difference as well. RDU, you know, setting up this freezing trap in preparation of this kind of turn happening, but still now with his piloted shredder draw, he has a great opportunity to run over this Twilight Drake.
Yeah, and you know, Kaldi was going to get a chance to, that was such a big juggle, by the way.
Right away.
Kaldi was going to get a chance to punish him for this freezing trap here and hopefully get to pick up his Defender of Argus and then reset it later in the game.
Yeah, RDU even gets the extra point of damage off the trade, doesn't want to have his freezing trap become a liability versus Defender of Argus, and now this is spelling a little bit of trouble for Kaldi. You know, Anti-Healbot will pad his life total very well, but he needs to get these Molten Giants down, so he's going to have to risk taking damage, but at the same time, he's also got to get through a freezing trap.
Yeah, now, if he does play Anti-Healbot here, it does gain a little extra life because RDU is kind of priced into taking care of it because you don't want to let that get freezing trapped unless you have enough to push through the next turn or two, which we could see his hand has an amazing curve behind this. I mean, unbelievable draw here from RDU in this game.
Yeah, both these guys honestly have very good draws. You know, Kaldi had the Whirl Coil on turn 1, and look at the way that he's scaling into this game. RDU has to balance his damage perfectly. If he pushes 6 points of damage here, he could get punished.
Yeah, there could be Molten Giant with Sunfury Protector, and this is a deliberate no attack here. That's a great play from RDU understanding how he's going to lose this game.
Yeah, Molten Giants is how he's going to lose. Love this play. I mean,
look at the difference between 1 damage here. He'd be able to Molten Giant plus Sunfury Protector this turn, but not getting in that little extra damage Kaldi's turn is way worse.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, this is the big deal. This is what is part of what's making a professional. It didn't even take RDU a long time to do this.
Yeah, he knew
it right. Yeah, knew it right away.
Now that just comes from games and games and games of practice, right?
Yeah. We're talking about the game and we're talking about practice. RDU does not have an answer to 16 points of power. I'm sorry, 16 points of taunt health on the board. So going to chew through this as best as he can, but this is a pretty big sacrifice he's having to make.
Yeah, but he does have, you know, 2 of the biggest minions in his deck. He did get a Savannah Highmane last turn and a Dr. Boom this turn, so this is the draw that can compete with what Kaldi is doing.
Now that's the case, though, you're looking at a potentially major Shadow Flame turn.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Kaldi has, this is a lot to think about suddenly.
There's all kinds of different things he can do this turn. He can even couple it with the hero power to make his Molten Giants only cost 3 to do all kinds of different stuff.
God, what a tough spot. It almost looks like RDU is the one in this tough spot right now. You take a look at his reaction.
Yeah, and you know when this attack happens that it's going to be a bad turn for you, most likely.
Yeah.
You're probably losing your board.
Wow, it wasn't Freezing Trap that RDU had set, so that's an explosive trap right now.
Wow, what a bluff from RDU this game. He had everyone believing that it was an explosive trap.
Yeah, but now he's paying a big price for this. I mean, you know, what benefit did he get in the long term? Kaldi's able to make perfect work of this.
Oh, wow, his Boombots only do 2.
Which is actually funny because Kaldi wanted these Boombots to deal more right now.
Yeah, what sequencing by Kaldi there. He's going to be able to play 2, you know, Molten Giants this turn if he took a little extra damage. But this is a blessing in disguise for RDU.
Yeah, but you can tell RDU does not feel good about this. maybe a little bit of hope at this point. You can see him wipe the forehead with this draw, but
all right,
he
that
doesn't.
could've been worse.
He does not know there's a Sun Fury Protector, another Molten Giant, and an Antique Healbot behind this. Kaldi just turned the corner. I don't think RDU has any outs after this.
Yeah, Kaldi has it all, as we say in the business.
Yeah. I mean, look at this turn. There's no way that RDU's winning this game.
Free 8/8, taunt him up. Got an Antique Healbot.
Yeah, here's your extra charge, bro.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Kaldi has to start moving. He has to actually kill RDU from the spot. If he gives RDU, 2 or 3 more turns, there's a chance he finds, quick shot, into kill command, and then some things could crumble.
Why would you put that out in the world right now?
I mean, everyone's died to that before. That's happened to everyone who plays this game.
Just saying, when Kaldi puts minions on the board here, RDU could, not saying he will, but he could draw Starving Buzzer that Unleash the Hounds. Maybe picks up 2 Hunter's Marks.
Oh, God. I'm having flashbacks to Hunter like 8 months ago.
I think Kaldi's actually having a little bit of trouble remembering exactly what this trap was. He just put 2 extra damage on his Molten Giant.
Yeah,
I think the goal here is to... I'm actually curious, because if he wants to play around Misdirection, I guess losing your Molten Giants is better than dying.
Yeah, maybe he was just playing around Misdirection there. I mean, we have seen that card this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually what's going on is that losing his Molten Giants is better than dying, and RDU is strictly looking at this. I think he's shaking his head because he looks at this and sees what he believes is strictly a mistake at this point. Gosh, trying his hardest to get back in it and going to be able to actually claw partly through this board, but when you have to invest 12 power worth of stuff into killing Molten Giants and your opponent's still got 5 power left over.
Plus he's gonna have to take 8 to the face here.
Yeah, like you're not winning this game.
Now, he gets both these Molten Giants off this board this turn. It was not the worst turn ever for RDU here.
No, it's not. Again, that's the big picture here. Not the worst turn ever, but I think this is unrecoverable at this point. You're looking at Lothar back behind this.
You're gonna have no minions left over.
Yeah.
Because now Kaldi can put all of his minions on the board every turn because he's seen both Unleash the Hounds. He doesn't have to worry about that card anymore.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your opponent has 7 damage available. What card kills you?
There's no beast in play right now either, so yeah, it's quick shot into something. No, it's quick shot into something most likely.
I think Kaldi's going. I think Kaldi's going to push this damage, but he doesn't even have to though. He does have 2 Hellfires at this spot too. So if RDU leaves him at above 6, and that's the worst draw on the deck right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna play 1 turn safe here, I believe, and then from here he's just gonna push everything for the rest of the game.
Kaldi's got lethal this next turn. The 2 Hellfires gonna leave him at 1 health, and he's gonna take a 2-1 lead over RDU right now. And this is the kind of point that I'm talking about. Again, Kaldi week number 3. I think that this match is a little bit panicked, maybe plays a little bit worse. Things don't work out for him, even has a Mal'Ganis in his hand. But this is now 2 straight games where Kaldi has won at 1 life.
Yeah, just again, skating that razor's edge. He knows where he can really push and where he needs to sit back for just a second. He spends a lot of time at the analyst desk. He knows these matchups so well.
God, and look at RDU, just looks crushed after this game. I mean, where is his mentality at this point? And I think this is part of what's going into it. When he played Kaldi the first time, mentioned that he felt like he made a lot of mistakes. And it wasn't because those mistakes were there, it's because he wasn't rested enough and hasn't been, 100% in the right mindset.